We should talk about Randy Orton and Tomasso Ciampa, of course. So Randy Orton did a tweet being no F's Randy and basically said that everyone at NXT slaps their thigh when they hit people, which they do. Can't pretend otherwise. People do that. So yeah, that's a thing. And Tomasso Ciampa replied saying, don't worry about it, Randy. My child can't sleep and I put your matches on, and she drifts off. And then Randy Orton came back and everyone's like, are they going to have a feud? I don't know. I don't think you should put Tomasso Ciampa or Johnny Gargano onto the quote-unquote main roster. I think they should be the stalwarts of NXT. And I kind of felt like that was their job at the pay-per-view. Like the Karrion Kross Tomasso Ciampa match did everything for Karrion Kross. And Johnny Gargano kind of did the same for Keith Lee. They helped elevate them. I don't mind if we do a one-off Randy Orton versus Tomasso Ciampa match. I think it'll be quite good and you'll probably get some people invested in it. I don't really know what the idea here is. I do agree with this criticism of Randy Orton basically going, wrestling's fake. I don't see how that helps your business at all. We all know it is, but you don't have to shine a spotlight on it. And yeah, people do slap their legs too much. Ready? Don't know if that worked. But they do slap their legs too much. I don't know. If it turns out to be a work, quote unquote, it's actually quite good because it has got people interested and both tweets did quite well. And if it's not, it's just an interesting thing to talk about on podcasts like this. So yeah, I don't know. I have to see how it plays out. But I think if it is a story, there's better ways to throw shade at NXT. And it was a weird way to throw shade at NXT because he said like, oh, the takeover show I hear was good, but leg slapping. I don't know. I don't know. Randy Orton is so weird these days. I mean, he's great. I love Randy Orton because he doesn't give a flip. And I get a kick out of that. But I'm interested in it because it seems like two wrestlers yelling at each other and you want to know, is it a work or is it a shoot, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't make me want to see Tomasso Ciampa kick Randy Orton's ass or vice versa. I'm just like, yeah, they do slap their legs too much. And I'm like, I know that you're not telling the truth, Tomasso Ciampa. Your kid doesn't fall asleep to Randy Orton matches. Don't lie to me. Not really, I don't think that. So yeah, we'll see. I liked it because, again, it creates news headlines. And I always like having that kind of discussion like we're doing now. I shrug my shoulders is my main takeaway. I shrug my shoulders. Where am I going? Yeah, someone says Ciampa to Raw then. The thing is, why would you start building up that feud when you haven't had the greatest wrestling match ever? Said 15 times on Raw, by the way. 15. 5 an hour. Think how nuts that is. Basically, once every 10 minutes, you uttered that phrase. I don't see why you'd start building it now. And I would imagine there's still one more in the tank between Edge and Randy Orton. But I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. I also don't think that you want to take Tomasso Ciampa off NXT when you've just sent Dominic Dijakovic and Matt Riddle away from NXT. I think you need him there. And if anything, you can't not do something about Karrion Kross. I don't mind if they don't have another match because he did get his ass whipped, but I need some fallout from it. He killed Ciampa. I killed him. That was great too. We didn't talk about that. That's why you don't do quick matches all the time. So that when you do pull the trigger on it, you're like, whoa. And now Karrion Kross, ironically, comes across like a killer, which obviously is a nod to his old name. But yeah, excellent. Really, really excellent. Somebody's mentioned about, maybe put Randy on it. Maybe Randy goes down to NXT. It's not the worst idea in the world because that would create waves and people would get talking about that. Because regardless what you think about Randy Orton, he is a massive star. Probably top 3 in the company. I know Roman's not there, but Roman would be in it. Undertaker's 2 part-time. Roman, Seth, Randy, I would say, are the best. I would have forgotten someone now and look like an idiot. But, I am an idiot, so it's all good.